Hi, everybody. Fair warning. I might be a little bit long on this because I am opinionated today, and so you have your warning, okay? Okay, so we have about two storylines, a little bit of a third, and that's it, okay? Okay, the major storylines are still Luna's on house arrest in the mansion, and I'm on to something here. I told you, when they want to show that somebody's not that beat up anymore, they clean up the makeup really good. Because you look at her from last week until today, her face was covered. Last week, her face was covered with red, bloody marks everywhere. Now, today, she just looks like she has one good shiner, and that's it. The rest of her face, clean. Okay? That's called Hollywood makeup. Okay. So they show the ankle monitor, and it's funny because, um, which Lucy Yamada is great. I gotta give it to her. Because she's wearing sneakers, and then you see the ankle monitor slightly, you know, like above her sock or whatever. It's just really cool and really odd at the same time. But anyway, okay. So again, Bill reinforces this has to be our secret. No one can know you're out of jail. Okay, so you take this knowledge into the next storyline, which was one of the major ones. Okay, and we see Poppy and Lee in the same scene. So, yay, they came back. Thank God. And also we see April, but that's later on. Okay, now for everyone, you might need a grid to remember all these people because they were there before, but then they came back. Okay, so Poppy and Luna are sisters. Poppy is Luna's mother, and April was a lab tech, is a lab tech, but she was only shown when Tom Arnold was a guest star and he was getting test results and he was so worried that something was wrong. And then because there were two Finnegans, Lee Finnegan and Finn Finnegan, don't ask me why the name is the same thing. I don't know. Okay. So uh, April says, well, there's two Finnegans. Because he's like, well, what are the test results? Are they good or are they bad or whatever? And she says, I can't tell you until the doctor comes here. And then he says, but, and then she kind of gave a warning of like, it wasn't looking so good. And then somebody said there are two Finnegans. And he's like, I didn't know that. So then, Tanner Noblin comes in and says, no, you're fine. Everything is fine. Then he says, I'm having a cheeseburger for lunch. So, yeah. That was the last time we saw April. Okay, but April comes in later. Okay, so we have Lee and Poppy, and Lee is in a doctor coat and everything. And Poppy's there, and I'm kind of wondering, okay, why are you there? I mean, I understand your sisters, but you're not exactly the closest family, so why are you interacting? So then Lee comes in and insults her again about, you know, well, her father is dead and she's in prison and it's all because of you. And I'm like, no, wait. Okay, because you're trying to say the argument that how you're raised determines how you turn out as an adult. I beg to differ. Because I've seen plenty of cases where the parents were not good parents at all. And the kids turned out to be upstanding citizens, law abiding. no criminal record, the whole thing. So the whole idea that they're going to put it all on the mother, I don't like that. Okay. The reason why April is back is because Lee said, another thing Lee said was, I don't trust you. I never have. And are you sure that Tom Starr is the only person who could be Luna's father? It could not be the truth because, you slept around. So, unbeknownst to Poppy, Lee gets Tom organs because he's going to be an organ. He wanted to be an organ donor, but his organs aren't good enough, so they're going to be used for medical science or something, research. Okay. Okay. So she tells April, give me the organs. And April says, well, why do you want them? And she says, well, I'm just curious about something and I have to check it out. Okay, what she's curious of is if Tom is really Luna's father. And I wouldn't have known that had she not said what she said about, well, you slept around. All right. So then the other storyline, which is minor, but I saw coming kind of, is Steffi. Now, I have to preface this with all the Forresters said there is no way I'm going to ever work for Forrester Creations again under the leadership that's not Forrester. So then Steffi reneges on that and says, well, because I want to protect my interests, I'm willing to work as president. You can still be the manager of the LLC, but I want to be president. And the last scene we see is her holding her hand out for Carter to shake it. Now, I want to say, Carter, hold on there. You might be shaking the hand of a person who does not have your best interest at heart, and she might be trying to mess with you. Okay, I'm just warning you. Have you seen Steffi lately? Have you seen her motivation lately? Okay, I would not shake that girl's hand. That's just me. So that's how we left it today. But boy, the twist. Oh, and then also, as an after, whatever. Of course, Taylor and Rich slept together last night, whatever the last night's supposed to be. So John McCook, as Eric, says, Taylor, do you know your car stayed here overnight? And then he says, congratulations, glad that you're both together again. I'm like, okay. Yeah. I still stick by, Ridge is not a prize, honey. You didn't win anything. He's going to treat you like, you know what, it's only going to be a matter of time. So, yeah. All right. Bye, everybody.